Welcome to Telecom in 10, where we explore the quality connections between our cutting-edge technology, unparalleled service, reliable products, and you, our customer and community, as we continue to transform telecom here at Northland Communications. Hello everyone, and welcome to our 9th episode of Telecom in 10, featuring Technical Project Coordinator John MacLean and BU Service Technician Rob Piekielniak. We are going to dive right into what the Business Unlimited installation process looks like for our customers.
We realize that your phone system is the catalyst of your business.
Right.
And we take it as serious as you do.
It's your lifeline. I mean,
Yeah.
with today's world that we live in, your phones is your business. Without it, you're not going to be there. So
Our goal is to make your business run smoother and easier with our products and services.
just going that extra step for the customer, making sure that they're taken care of, I think is what sets us apart, is just doing that extra, constant communication with the customer, updates on emails and phone calls. Our first phone call to them, introducing ourselves, we let them know at a very high level, we will be reaching out to them at various times throughout the project, keeping them updated. So everybody's on the same page. Everybody that's involved, whether it's behind the scenes here, the technician, the project coordinator, we're all up to speed on, what is left to do to complete the project.
Business Unlimited is a cloud-based voice over IP PBX system. It requires no on-premise equipment. Basically, you just plug your phones into your data jacks and they are working. They kind of work like a wired cell phone essentially, which reduces the cost of on-premise equipment and makes things easier. With the Business Unlimited platform has a number of features that will allow us to customize the system to the customer's needs.
But with the Business Unlimited solution, you get a dedicated team. So the project coordinator is your one point of contact. So our customer support team will send out what we call the order checklist that will be sent to the customer to overlook and review it and send back to us. When the system programming form is sent, the project coordinator will reach out to you by phone to introduce themselves, that that we will be your one point of contact, working with your IT vendor, scheduling of the BU technician, and as well as any other vendors that may be involved in the project. Once you fill out the system programming form, I receive an email back that is completed, and that form basically is just a form to follow through as far as filling out how you want your phone system programmed, how you want your users set up, your voicemail, things of that nature. If there's any fiber builds or any cabling involved, there are orders behind the scene on our end that are opened up that the project coordinator also continues to track and follow to make sure it's being done in a timely manner. I then will call you and schedule a time for the technician to review the system programming form with you.
Once project coordination assigns the technician to the project, I will call the customer on the scheduled day, review everything in the system programming form, verify all the phone numbers, make sure everything is accurate. And I reassure the customer that nothing is set in stone. Everything is customizable and easily changeable. We can make just about anything they need to happen. Once the system programming form review is completed with the customer, we have blocked time to complete the programming. We also give the customer our direct phone numbers in the event that there is a change or something that needs to be addressed prior to the installation or even prior to the programming. And once we have all those steps checked off, we will hand the phones off to purchasing. They will ship the phones to your location. At that point, we'll instruct you to test the phone, as I said previously, to iron out any issues prior to the cutover.
Do a few other tests and things that we ask you to do, and then once that is all set, we can go ahead and schedule your cutover.
On the day of the actual installation, the team will get together, make sure everything is in order prior to arriving on site. Once they get on site, they will find the point of contact that they've been working with. There will be a quick discussion to determine the best time to minimize the impact of the business and downtime. We're looking to have a quick, seamless installation process while we're on site. So that would be why we like to iron out those issues ahead of time. Depending on which cutover scenario you've chosen, whether it be remote or on site, you will have support from the technician throughout the whole project. During the cutover, we will walk around, plug in phones, do some testing, give a high overview of the functionalities and features, make sure all the phones are working. At that point, we'll either port the numbers from the previous carrier or enable the newly assigned numbers and start making test calls. We'll test the inbound and outbound calling process to ensure that there are no issues in either direction. Adjust the call flow, make changes as necessary on the fly, and ensure that the business is operating as the customer would like it to with regards to the phone system.
And after the cutover too, there is a post-cut that is blocked for the technician. That's usually same day. If it's an afternoon cutover, usually next day we'll have post-cut, so the technician's available if needed for any follow-up or cleanup work. So that is always blocked by the project coordinator as well. So once the cutover is complete and the post-cut is complete, the project coordinator will send a brief survey as well as a welcome letter to the customer. That kind of completes the installation process for us. The welcome letter basically consists of some phone numbers and how to contact our service departments, things of that nature. Along with the phones, each phone is given a quick reference card for the customer, and that covers basic how to answer a call, put it on hold, park, transfer, things of that nature. Online we have support manuals that the project coordinator will send out as well. User guides, videos, things you can watch at any time. We also have on that quick reference card, there is a phone number you can dial, which spells the word help, 4357. That can be dialed at any time, and you'll get somebody here at Northland that can work with you and answer your user question, or if it is something more in depth, it would go to our network operations center and they would take it from there. As far as the training itself, we do offer a couple different trainings, and that's usually up front. We will know as a project coordinator and as a tech which training we do. We do train the trainer, which is usually about 2 to 3 people that our training department will actually train those individuals, and then at their convenience they can go out and train their staff. We do remote end user training as well. That's about a 1-hour class depending on questions and things like that, but our training department will go through, again, it's a webinar based. They'll go through and show you physically how to use the phone, what each button does on the phone, show you some features of the voicemail and things like that. Admin training, that's done by the technician, usually remotely after the cutover, and that's dependent on the customer. Every customer is different. Some want it immediately, others want to get to know the system a little more first, and then we can we go ahead and schedule that as a project coordinator as well for the technician to do with them. And that's recorded as well. So the technician will record that so they can watch it future down the road.
We have a dedicated service team to support beyond the installation. But as John said, you can dial help from the phone, 4357, and that'll bring you to our network operations center. This is a 24/7 center, and we also have on-call technicians. So even on a weekend, if you have an issue, we are there to help and resolve the issue. Whether it be anything from a handset cord that needs replacement, a full physical phone that needs replacement, maybe there was a network issue and the IT vendor may need assistance on getting the phones back up and working. We are there for any situation, any scenario, always there to help. All of our service technicians are local. There will never be a time where they need to drive more than an hour or 2 to get to your location to quickly get you back up and working again. In the event that a phone goes bad or needs replacement, we will either ship a new replacement phone to you, or we will drive to your site and replace it for you if you do not feel comfortable doing that. With that, there wouldn't be a charge with replacing the phone. It's all built into the system and how it's operating and the functionality of it. When issues arise, which is never easy for anybody, when I get to the site, it's very rewarding to leave there with the issue resolved and the customer happy, and I'm happy.
I get to see the beginning of the project right to the end. I'm lucky that I get to work with not only the customer and the IT vendor, sometimes general contractors and construction vendors, cabling, right down to the BU tech. So I get to see all those different departments come together as one to complete. And to me, that's the finished product, and receiving that survey back from the customer. it's nice. It's nice to know that they're very happy with the new system. It's running better than any previous one they've had, and just getting the feedback from the customer.